Okay, Mr. Antakwa, so the same questions to you. Do you think this election was stolen, or do you think it's just a sheer incompetence of the Electoral Commission?
All right. I think Mr. Jabril was almost, in my a bit generous to them. Anytime you attribute incompetence to somebody, you give them that benefit of, oh, maybe they just made a mistake.
Okay.
All right. I don't believe they just made a mistake. This was deliberate. This was planned. Like I told you, we of the One Voter group, we organized. I tell you, when we went to the Supreme Court and lost the fact that the whole of the voter region could not take part in the referendum, we came back and recalibrated, and we realized that still all we had to do was win 20 plus 1%, and we would have kept our region intact. They had to win 80%. The population, the Voltaire, the airway, even the population of the airways within the OT region was over 40%. Right. And we knew, none of those people was going to vote for their region to be divided. And yet, this was done, the Sunday before the election. One MP called me personally and told me, Mr. Nutakpo, this, unfortunately, I have to tell you that this election has already been cooked. This referendum has already been cooked. And this was an NDC a member of parliament who had gone into a meeting with the governing party and had been told that this was a done deal, So Jean Mensa, all right, she comes out. There's a saying that if you tell the truth, you don't need to remember anything.
Okay.
Right? If you tell the truth, you don't need to remember anything. If Jean Mensa did the right thing, if Jean Mensa did not plan to steal this election in favor of the NPP administration or government, there would have been no mathematical problem.
Right.
They wouldn't. So when you say incompetence, you give them some wiggle room.
I'm being too generous.
it is worse than that. Again, and then the second part of it is that, take the Ivory Coast, Ouattara in the Ivory Coast, Macky Sall of Senegal, Faure Gnassingbé of Togo, Paul Biya of Cameroon, Omar Bongo of Gabon, Condé of Guinea, 6 different West African nations. Okay, every time they have gone to an election, the voters' verdict is just picked up and set aside. All right. So it was no accident that Jean Mensa decided that they were going to not do the correlation and reporting the way it had always been done. Right. They were not going to do that. If they did that, the results will trickle in. We will see who was winning. In other words, the reporting would have come from the constituency straight to the people, right? Straight to the East. Instead, she decided Mr. Wurakun Brobe, who is a staunch NPP executive, former, I don't know if he's I believe he's still in the party, Voter River Authority. He came up with the most beautiful article, and I'll ask every Ghanaian to go read that article. The fact that Jean Mensa chose to change stuff, to change the way things were done in the middle of the game, to change the rules of the game in the middle of it, told you everything. She knew what she was doing. It was deliberate. And I tell you, I know we're going to get a chance to talk about the consequences, but Ghanaians, my fellow Ghanaians, wake up. I'm telling you, if we want our democracy, to be like that of these 6 countries I named: Togo, Guinea, Gabon, Cameroon, Ivory Coast. If we want to go that route where every election is predetermined, if we want to go to that route, let's say all those words. You know, the House of Suze, let's say all those words. If we want our democracy to become that of those 6 West African countries, those exclusive French countries that we always laughed at, let's go that same. Let's say Enyeshi, and let's let our country drain into one of those banana republics.
Yeah, let our country let our country become one of those banana republics. But you also did mention something that I think is worth picking on, which is the fact that the Electoral Commissioner in the past used to report results or collect results at constituency level and then to the Electoral Commissioner itself without any intermediate reporting through the regionals. But this time around, this EC has decided to change the process and have the results collated at the constituency level, then again collated at the regional levels before it goes to the EC. Is this something? Do you think this may be the reason they had all those mistakes in the figures, and this is going to Jibril?
That's precisely what I am pointing to. I mean, if the elections reporting goes from the constituency level to the you all remember 2016,
right?
There was this famous guy who worked for NASA and came to to Ghana to help the NDC. At 1 a.m., the election ended the previous evening. At 1 a.m., the NPP had the results being correlated directly from the constituencies to their war room, and they were able to declare victory, right? So if it worked for them in 2016, right? If it worked for them 2016, why did it have to change? It was deliberate, Ghanaians, please open. And let me tell, and this has to go to all Ghanaians. First of all, I have to tell you, you're not looking at the partisan here. I don't belong to any party. I have been in the US for almost 35 years. I've never attended one NDC meeting. I've never attended one NPP meeting. And that is because I know the pitfalls of partisanship. The better thing for the citizens to do, whether you love either party, is to be vigilant. This exercise of democracy gives us a chance to say, Mahama, despite everything you did, you had some corruption here and some family dealing here that we didn't like. So we're going to change and try Nana, right? And then we tried Nana and found out that, oh my God, he took us to the woodshed. Took us to with the family, the friends, the finance minister being your cousin, the attorney general being your sister, all of that, Jean Mensa being a friend of your wife, and all of that, it pointed to one thing, that they needed this woman to do a job for them, right? They needed her to do a job for them. But my point to all Ghanaians is that if you are happy, if you are an NPP person and you think Nana has won, Nana, it didn't matter how he won, he won, right? Let me tell you, go and sleep. It will be waiting for you. Democracy is the best form of government, as they say, except for all the others. And it doesn't nurture itself. We in the US found out the hard way, right? Fortunately for the US, we still had the free press. Ghana, all the free press is basically silent. Opposition press were closed down for one reason or the other. And all these tactics, every one of those 6 francophone countries are named. Every one of these tactics is there. Now I understand why our Nana Akuffo Addo is now buddy with Ouattara, with Fonya Singbe, and all these other guys. Hey guys, I will say it exactly as it is. All right, I say it exactly as it is. You know, we will end up seeing, you know, Ghanaians, if we don't fight and this goes through, this is the time we can stop it. We missed this one. In the US, it was the same thing. Americans had one chance to make sure Trump didn't come back. If Trump had come back, America would have become a dictatorship. But they succeeded in doing it. Ghana, I hope we are successful.